Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Here in Milwaukee, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Milwaukee Brewers, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it can be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because these guys have already got the building blocks in place, and you make the postseason, you know you've got a shot at the title. So the experience will definitely help them this time around. But it's a long season, and they're going to have to do the little things right and stay consistently on top of their game. And that's the best way to take home the Commissioner's Trophy, in my opinion.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill in this one, Jacob Misiorowski. What do you got on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Chase Mydrow steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a new season is officially underway. Misiorowski, a 6'7" righty, 195 pounds, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Vaughn settles under this one, and there's one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
In the air to left center. Mitchell has a beat on it. That's out number 2. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Ball one, no strikes. The shortstop takes the ball. That one ripped, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two now. And that one missing low. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This is Bryce Terang. That one misses. Ball one. In the air, left field, and there's one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with a righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
And now it's William Contreras.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Ground ball, left side. Fires over to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone. Two down, bases empty. And now it's Christian Yelich.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
This one in the air, center field. Baldwin moving under this one. And that is that. We move to the second in Milwaukee. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi. And a swing and a miss. Now he breaks his bat. To first, and quickly one away in the second.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Austin Hayes, batting with one down, takes a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Battling here as he fouls it away. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Number 2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. And that just misses. Goes down looking. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Thanks for celebrating opening day with us here in Milwaukee, where the Brewers are coming off a season that saw them win 97 games and reach the NLCS before getting eliminated by the Dodgers.
Yeah, they put together their best regular season in franchise history. You got to chalk that up as a success for 2-time National League Manager of the Year, Pat Murphy.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Jake Bauers now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Just missed.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That's out to center field. Baldwin settles under it. 2 down. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning. Back here in Milwaukee. So up now for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. There's your strike. Just missed. This one in the air. Takes it in for the out. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Singy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. The results speak for themselves, and he probably won't want to change a thing.
Top of the third, no score. On the ground. A dive. He's got it. To first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
That one fouled off. And the 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high.
And that's the third out. So one left for the White Sox. Still back here at American Family Field. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one misses. Ball one. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another 1-2. And that skips into dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2. Bounced up the middle. My draw. Off balance throw in time. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. At the plate, Joey Ortiz. That one misses, and that's ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And the 1-0. Swings through that one. In the air to left center. Baldwin on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bryce Terang will hit next. Fly to left his first time.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
And that's downstairs. Ball three.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one lifted to left. Hill settles underneath it. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. 3 innings complete. No score. New inning getting started. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teel. Hit hard but foul off to the left. comes the 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Taps softly to the right side. Terang in plenty of time to first, and one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Towards first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Two down, nobody on. That one just misses. Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Missed inside with the curve.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. And he saw 8 pitches before earning the walk. Really professional AB. And now it's Austin Hayes. 0 for 1. He was robbed of a hit on a diving catch his first time up. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Hayes not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Right side. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
My drop. Gets it to first. Fly to center his first time. Fastball for a strike. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive to short and caught. Andrew Vaughn now picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Swing and a foul out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging. Brewers go down. We go to the top of the fifth. So up now for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Over to the pitcher, but it's offline. He's safe at first. And here is Sosa to the plate. Out front, rip foul. 0-1 now. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Beats the second, out there. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. Reached on an infield single his first time. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. That one found hard the other way. Ball to strike. The pitch.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Bowers in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Safe at second with nobody out. And that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. The Brewers looking to strike first. Last half of inning number 5.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That's inside. Garrett Mitchell in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Bowers over at second, 1 down. Right through there for a strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ground off the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, it comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 1 so far. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball.
Really nice swipe a second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time. And such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Way out front for strike 2. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, caught him looking on that 4th pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
Man at second. Foul ball there. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his back stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Digging in, Derek Hill. Right through there for a strike. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydron. Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Stays alive. White Sox down a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one popped up. Gone under it. And there's 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Teal. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th. his season debut. So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's a laser base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Pickoff throw. Terang dives back in safely. And it's second. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. Run comes in from second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Comes through with the RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front.
Tyler Gilbert comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's outside. Runner takes off for third. Pitch outside. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Good hitters count the 2-0. Runner at third here, nobody out. Out to short, Montgomery. Tosses to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Now here's Jake Bowers. 1 for 2. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978 and have been using it a lot more recently. It's a great logo, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, I remember as a kid, my brother had that ball cap, and I would just kind of borrow it. Some would say steal it, but it was just such a cool-looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B. But very, very cool.
Hit on the ground is short. Now 2 away. Chris, where does this Brewers glove logo rank for you all time?
I'd say for me, it's right there in the top 5. I mean, their logos and everything is sort of your personal experience, but ball caps that we had around the house, Montreal Expos growing up, Milwaukee Brewers, that Philadelphia Philly where the red was a deeper red, more of that burgundy. But those were just iconic logos, and so because of that early impression, they stay in my top 5.
Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Now, here is David Hamilton. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. That one kicks away from the catcher. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Just off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. This to third, and he can't come up with it. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Garrett Mitchell, the next to hit. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Freeland, the runner at third. Hamilton on at second with 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. One, 2 down. Next offering is outside. And there's a ball. Joey Ortiz up next for the Brewers. Two on, 2 outs, and they're all loaded up. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout. White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan Hicks.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
One burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield.
Runner on the goal. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And that one is lifted in the air. He makes the grab. That is the inning. All in all, back here in Milwaukee. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. That misses, and that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the 3-2. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Benintendi stands in now and watches strike this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And a breaking ball misses outside.
0-2 count. You've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Rolled slowly to first. Vaughn takes it himself, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air, right field. And that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Here comes Christian Yelich. Hicks, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. And Yelly leaves the yard. His first homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 8-0.
In a 2-0 count, the hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
So next, it's the Brewers' cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
2 away. And now the right fielder, Sal Freeland. 1 for 3. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt, and scoots away. No advance, though. The 2-2 on the way. On a line. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Freeland comes in to score. And they now lead by 9.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the manager. New pitcher for the White Sox, Mike Vasil. Getting ready to make his season debut. Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. He's trying for third. Pitch is low. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead.
Laser to the gaps. Hit score the run. In to score is the runner from third, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ortiz swings through it for strike. What a stop. What a play. Inning over. Back here at American Family Field. For the top of the 8th, Brooks Baldwin digs in now. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Late with the swing there. This one popped up. Terang under it. And a quick out, number 1. Next to hit, Lenny Sosa. Oh, 2 now. Ball 1 there.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Sosa tries to hold up, appeal to first. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's going to be Miguel Vargas. That's a slider for a strike. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. 1, 2, 3, go the White Sox. Not looking good. They're down 10-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Left field. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. William Contreras will hit next. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He's trying for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save.
Yeah, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Got a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Here's a 2-0. That's a base hit as a run scores. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to third. And it looks like trouble. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Andrew Vaughn. Pitch gets away. But no advance from the runners. And that one hit to first. Vargas steps on the bag, finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Runners at second and third and one out. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. 1 for 4 with a double. Three-run dinger, and they add on. It's 14-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. We don't typically want to pull a pitch on that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Manager out of the dugout now. Number 63 gets the ball now. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Next for the Brewers, David Hamilton. This to center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. The Brewers had 3 on this blast. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. Back here in Milwaukee, we go to the 9th. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Freeland takes it in for the out. One up and down. Back to the top of the order. And the batter now, Chase Maedroff. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
To third. In time to Vaughn. White Sox down to their final out. And up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal. 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Liner, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Man at second. And that one fouled off. Ashby is just 1 strike away.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Freeland drifts towards it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the season opener and move to 1-0.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage day or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starter, Chad Patrick. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Ready to go? Chase Mydra steps to the plate for the White Sox. And away we go here in Milwaukee. On the ground, right side. Terang over to first in time. One out in the top of the first. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
That's hard hit in the line. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And it's second. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's to third. And that's a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Benintendi to the plate. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. And now it's Austin Hayes. In the air, right field. Freeland drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the bottom of the first. It's the White Sox 1, and the Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show Wisconsin. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the nod for the White Sox, Davis Martin. Chris, how about a scouting report? Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. That misses. Ball 1. Terang getting the start at second, hitting leadoff in today's game, and his batting average this season is over 400. In the air, left field. Hill in and to his right. 1 away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team. We should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Two down, bases empty. Now it's Christian Yelich. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Hit in the air, center field. Baldwin settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at American Family Field. Top of the 2nd, Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Out to short. Throw over to Bowers. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd. And here is Sosa to the plate. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. There's a strike. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
The 2-1. That clips a corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Struck him out without a swing. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Stays alive. payoff pitch. That's an impressive battle. 11 pitches before he finally got ball 4. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Miguel Vargas. Right through there for a strike. And he swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1-2 now. In the air, right side. Freeland settles underneath it and makes the grab. And there's 2 down. So up now for Chicago, Derek Hill. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Down to the bottom of the back here in Milwaukee, bottom half of inning number 2. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Sosa under it. And there's 1 down. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out towards right center field. Hayes snags it on the run. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or away.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single. Next for the Brewers, Joey Ortiz. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That's a base hit. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Here's a speed threat, David Hamilton. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. New inning getting started. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Mydra.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, Bowers. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. A double and a run scored his first time up. That's in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Tied up here in the early going. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2. So digging in, Colson Montgomery. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one catches the corner for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1, 2, 3, go the White. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Up now for Milwaukee, Brandon Lockridge. And that one hammered. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. A laser to left. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Turan. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 1 down. And now it's William Contreras. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And 2 away. Here comes Christian Yelich. Wide to center his first time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hill settles underneath it. And that will end the inning. But the Brewers add 1 with a solo shot. Back here at American Family Field. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
There's a strike. Didn't seem like that one found his zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. One up, one down. And up next for Chicago, Austin Hayes. Fly to right his first time. And a breaking ball misses outside. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Just missed. So a walk puts runners at first and second. First and second, 1 out. Lenny Sosa, the next to hit.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Slice the other way and foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
Terang. The flip to second. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Back here in Milwaukee, now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jake Bauers. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And that's a leadoff double.
Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a foul straight back. Swings through him for the K. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Sal Frelick digs in now. A single and a run scored and a walk. Foul ball there. And it's second. And that is out of play. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Well, with 2 strikes, you want to stay back long enough for that breaking ball, but he handled a fastball slightly elevated. Good job by the hitter right there to spoil it away.
That one kicks away from the catcher. No advance, though. 1 out and a runner at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Laser to the gap. Should score the run. Coming home. He'll score easily. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. 1 out. Runner at second. Joey Ortiz now at the plate. He's trying for third. Pitching for a strike. Go to third. He's safe.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Oh, 1 now. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The shortstop takes the ball. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Eric Betty, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Gilbert also throwing. Spear to the mound. Runner might be in trouble. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Tags the runner. Tag, but he's in there. Next for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a pop-up. Mydroff has a beat on it. And that will end the inning. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. We go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Just missed. Sets him down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the left fielder, Derek Hill. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third, and foul ball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Over to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. So up next for Chicago, Chase Maidra. He's grounded out a couple of times. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Ortiz to first. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw, save! Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
And it's second. High fly ball out to center field. Baldwin under it. And there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, William Contreras, has grounded out a couple of times. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the manager. On the mound now, Eric Betty.
It's best to keep the score right where it is.
Here comes the 0-1. That one race to center and a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Now here's Jake Bowers. 1 for 2. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 on, 1 out. Hit on the ground to short. Montgomery. Off balance feet. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We're through 5. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Jarrett Koenig.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
On the ground, and that's just foul. That one lifted to left. Lockridge settles under this one, and there's 1 away. So up now for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. That misses. 2-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. See you later. A solo shot, and they close the gap. It's 4-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. Rip, but it curls foul. And that one sliced foul. Fights it off. You'll see another. Liner picked on the hop at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Another run for Milwaukee with the homer. It's now 4-2. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Gilbert. He's making his second appearance of the season. Up the middle, Montgomery fires over to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. This one popped up. Teal takes it in for the out. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Joey Ortiz will hit next. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Mike Vassell, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Hicks also getting ready. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Baldwin gets under it, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the batter now, Lenny Sosa. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So up next, Miguel Vargas. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Mitchell makes the grab on the run. And that is a big first out. Two aboard with 1 out. So up next for Chicago, Derek Hill. On the ground to third, and it's just foul. That was close. A little out front there as he swings through it.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
That misses, and a count 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off. Fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
My draw. In the box now, take strike one. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging. Set for the last half of the seventh. Up now for Milwaukee, David Hamilton.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Here's the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Lockridge in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for two. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Go to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Don't be surprised to fall on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Tap softly to the right side. Save! And they add to their lead. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
Slinging it to first in time. There comes a skipper. White Sox going with a new arm, Mike Vassell.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs one out to get out of it, so this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. 1 for 3.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Who's a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Line, and that's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And in at second with an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jake Bauers getting ready to hit. And on second, 2 down. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Inside move to second. Yelich dives back in. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is fouled back. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Back here at American Family Field. We go to the 8th. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's too low. And that is ball 1. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Just misses with that one. Stays alive. Two on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And it remains 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And that one hammered. Going back. Oh, he can't bring it in. Montgomery around second, hits for third.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Benintendi wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Gets the outside corner with that one. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Montgomery scores. It's 6-3, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that is that. Run scoring double for the Brewers this inning. It's now 6-3. Back here in Milwaukee, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
This ball's chopped to the ground. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. That's a hit. And that's a one-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Joey Ortiz, runner on the go, pitching for a strike, safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. One out, the runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now a pop-up on the infield. Vargas takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Next to hit, David Hamilton. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And it's second. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. In the dirt. And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. And on second, 2 down. That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they still lead it 6-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. So up now for Chicago, Lenny and Sosa. Late with the swing there.
That two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now here is Miguel Vargas. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. And it's second. And he pumps in a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Mitchell takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Derek Hill. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed. And that misses. Ball 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
The 2-1. just missed. And that one fouled off. The Brewers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Sets him down looking. White Sox down to the final out. And he'll challenge that call strike. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. So it's their last chance in this one. Now a chance for Chase Meidroff. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout.
Right through there for a strike.
He swings and fouls one off. The White Sox down to their final strike. Down low and kicks away. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And on second, 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here in Milwaukee, today the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumby. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around it. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
And pitching here today, Brandon Sproat. What's the scouting report on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Coming up on the first pitch, Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. Out towards right center field. Freeland snags it on the run. One pitch and one out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Strike two.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Just underway here in Milwaukee. Chopped left side. Rengifo fires across the diamond. 2 away here in the top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Sproat making his first start of the year. And they traded for him earlier this year. That's outside. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And now 2-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Check swing. He went 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hard hit left side. And that'll do it. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. We go to the bottom of the first. Pitching in our game today, Sean Burke. What's the word on him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms,
you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next offering is outside. And that one is lifted in the air. Baldwin on the move. He's got it. One away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
That ball is ticketed for right center field all the way, but not so fast, the second baseman says. Leaps up into the air and brings it down. Some nice hang time as well when he was up there.
Here's the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Stays alive. And the 0-2. Here's a high chopper. My draw. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Second inning set to go. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi matched a homer in his last game. The 0-1. And that one clips the corner. The 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Now here is Austin Hayes. And the 1-0. Oh, man, that smoked him on the mound. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
On the ground right side. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. That just misses, and it's 1-2. That one 95 to finish him off. Back here at American Family Field. Up now for Milwaukee, Gary Sanchez. fought off foul. That one to first. Vargas. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. The batter now, Sal Freeland. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Here, no score. And that is out of play.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Breaking ball, and that got him. 1 out man at first. Next for the Brewers, Joey Ortiz. And a foul ball. Yoan. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Now for the Brewers. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Right side. And that chance handled. Play made. That ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Lenny Sosa, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
You know, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and there's one away. So up next, Miguel Vargas, looking for better results than last night. He went 0 for 4. And a 1-1. Swings through that one. And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Rip, but it curls foul. And he can't come up with it. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Well, there he doesn't look comfortable taking ground balls from that position on the infield. They always say soft feet, soft hands. Well, he had brick hands on that one.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Chase Maidra, the next to hit. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. The White Sox looking to strike first here in the third and final game of the series. That's too low. Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runner takes off. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's a ball. And they're all loaded up. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Kyle Teal. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Right through there for a strike. The White Sox with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one in the air, center field. Perkins in and to his right, brings it in. Runner tags from third. Laid the plate, not in time. He's safe. On the board first, it's 1-0. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Two now. Got him swinging for the K. Good job of damage control right there. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 1 and the Brewers nothing. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee as we go to the last of the 3rd. Brandon Lockridge up now for the Brewers. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. The 0-1. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Bryce Terang at the plate now, the former first-round pick back in 2018. His dad, Brian, played in the big leagues. He was an outfielder with the Mariners in 1993 and 1994. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So digging in, William Contreras. He's 0 for 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Hayes on the move to the alley. And that will end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Start of the 4th. Here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a leadoff double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Austin Hayes digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Ball to strike. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Now a pop-up on the infield. Ortiz gets under it. 2 away now. Here's the third baseman, Lenny Sosa. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Benintendi comes in to score, and they lead by 2. Now a relay to second, not in time. He's safe, and a run comes in to score. So runner at second, 2 down. Miguel Vargas will hit next. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Jump throw. It's low and gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Next offering is down low. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Called out on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Brewers pick up a run in this RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Bottom of the 4th, up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. Rengifo measures 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
No, that's out.
And that one ripped to left. Base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. Gary Sanchez at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Cut on, popped up right side. Vargas under it. And there's 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Hit by a pitch his first time up.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Man at first, one away. That one's upstairs, ball one. And it's even up. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swing, high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A two-run blast. His first homer of the year, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient. It paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Flied to right his first time. Foul ball there. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. This one popped up. My drop under it. And there are two down. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Jefferson Caro.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level.
Tap foul at the plate. Base is empty, two away, but two runs are in. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Got him. Out number 3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Aaron Ashby.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, these White Sox finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back. Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Next pitch off the plate, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. So up next, Kyle Teal. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Tap foul at the plate. 2 on, 1 out.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Late on that fastball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That's too low. Ball 1. Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Halfway through, and we're tied 2 apiece. Back here at American Family Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Lockridge up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high.
Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a base hit. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
This is Bryce Terang. Check swing, and he went 0-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and even with his speed, they get the out. High leverage spot, and William Contreras digging in. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. On a line. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 2. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 2. Fly ball right field. And that's the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We're through 5. It's the Brewers 4 and the White Sox 2. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So digging in, Brooks Baldwin. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Next to hit, Lenny Sosa. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Sosa wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. Here comes the 0-1.
Runners needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. So up next, Miguel Vargas. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. The White Sox with the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one misses. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And foul ball. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Now it's going to be Derek Hill. The 1-1. And that's a base hit. Runner around third. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's a 1-run game. Now here is Chase Meidroth.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low. And the count now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Here's a 3-0. Yeah, there's the strike. Three-2 now. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. In the air to left center. Lockwood under it. Makes the grab. Two outs, runners at first and second. Kyle Teal and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. On the ground, right side, Turan. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Eric Betty. This is his 3rd time out this year. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That one missed. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a ball evens the count. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. That one misses. Full count now. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup and one away.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So digging in, Sal Frelick. He had a big swing back to the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, big poetry in motion. And those are the types that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jordan Hicks getting loose out there. Vassell getting loose as well. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. Got him. Two down, bases empty. Joey Ortiz now at the plate. Here's the 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that will end the inning. Back here in Milwaukee, top of inning number 7. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Ball one there. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Benintendi stands in here, takes ball one low. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 5-4. You can sense it inside the stadium. These fans are devastated. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hayes.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Koenig, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. That one ripped. Tracks it down for the out. One down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. That one missing inside. And there's the automatic. Swings through that. Swing and a miss. Went back to the changeup and it was successful. So up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. There's the strike at the knees. And that is downstairs. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. A little bit low.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
The high heat, too much on that one. Brewers move closer with this blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sir Anthony Dominguez. This is his first appearance of the season. Up now for Milwaukee, Jefferson Carroll. Late with the swing there. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. And ball 1. On the ground to the left. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Brandon Lockridge up now for the Brewers. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. The White Sox holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul out of play. A 1-1. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. Blake Perkins in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a pop-up. My drop. Moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Out towards right center field. Baldwin in position. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the White Sox 5 and the Brewers 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Abner Uribe in the game for the first time this season. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And another ball. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on the way. To the right side, Terang. Handles, throws to first. First out in the top of the 8th. So up next, Derek Hill. There's a strike. Just missed. Strike on the inside corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
In the air to left center. Perkins turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Chase Maidra. Two down, nobody on. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Way high.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Inside, just missed. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Just missed. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Lifted in the air down the left side. Lockridge on his way in. He's got it. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sean Newcomb.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Terang, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Grant Taylor. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Hicks also getting ready. Lifted in the air, right center field. Maidra settles underneath it. And there's one down. Here's the Brewers DH, William Contreras, known for his late inning heroics. Out to short, Montgomery. Throw to first in time. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. And a foul ball. The White Sox trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Popped up. Montgomery should have this one. That is the inning. Brewers go down quietly. They trail it 5-4. Back here at American Family Field. We go to the 9th. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he blows that one by him at 100. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good reload.
0-2 now. Stays alive. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Benintendi up here. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Splits the plate. That is strike two.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
On the ground, out to short. Can't field it cleanly. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out. Man at first, Austin Hayes, the next to hit. So coming into the game now on defense, Jake Bauers. He takes over as the new first baseman. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That one to first. Can't glove it cleanly. The flip. And they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. Brooks Baldwin digs in now. That one at triple digits.
Oh, an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Comes up empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they turn to their closer, Grant Taylor. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, one-run game. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. That one not close, and that's ball one. Late swing, foul to the left. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Sal Freeland. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. The White Sox trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. That's off the mark. Ball one. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Joey Ortiz will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Taylor going for save number 1 in this spot. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Carrying well. And it is out of here. And we are all tied up.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now?
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jefferson Carroll getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the winning run is aboard. Now the left fielder, Brandon Lockridge. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Christian Yelich, the winning run on base for him. Christian Yelich in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. That's a little bit low.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one is absolutely belted.
And that's a foul ball.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Trying to send this to extra innings. Fouled off. He was late.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 5 apiece. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. On to extra innings. So up now for Chicago, Lenny and Sosa. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. And it's second. In there. And so now 1-2. Got him swinging.
The classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
A little bit low. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Fought off foul. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that one is inside. Got him looking for the strikeout. Now he's challenging the called strike. And up next for a big swing and a miss. Good eye right there.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And on second, 2 down. And that's way high. And it's 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the... Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound at the bottom. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Blake Perkins. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Terang in the box now. Take strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Mike Vassell appears to be getting loose. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. No advance, though. The winning run on second base. That one misses. They're now 3 in a row. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
Get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.